Hi, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to take a look at the Renin Angiotensin Aldosterone system. Hopefully, after you view this video, you will better understand how this system works. But before we start, if you haven't already, please make sure that you subscribe to my channel. Also, if you enjoy the content of this video, please like and share it, and also turn on your notifications so that you never miss out on a new video of mine. So what exactly is the Renin Angiotensin Aldosterone system, abbreviated RAAS or RAS? In order to better understand this system, let's take a closer look at the kidneys. The kidneys, which are known for their urine production, actually have a variety of jobs in which urine production is actually the byproduct. The kidneys actually begin the renin-angiotensin aldosterone system by the release of renin. But when is renin released? The release of renin can be triggered by one of three factors. First is hypotension or decreased blood pressure. This is detected by the afferent arterioles within the kidney. Another is the decrease of sodium. This would be detected in the distal convoluted tubules. And finally, by increased sympathetic nerve activation. But where does renin get released from? Renin gets released from the juxtaglomerular cells of the afferent arterioles, which are found within the kidneys. These afferent arterioles feed into the glomerulus, which is the functional unit of the kidney. Together, the afferent arterioles and the distal convoluted tubules form what is called the juxtaglomerular apparatus. This is something that I will talk more in detail about in a later video. Once renin is secreted by the kidneys, it will then travel in the blood where it will cleave angiotensinogen into angiotensin 1. Angiotensinogen is normally found in the blood as it is secreted by the liver. However, it is in an inactive form until it is cleaved by renin. Once angiotensin 1 is formed, it can then be cleaved by angiotensin converting enzyme, or ACE, into angiotensin 2. ACE is made by vascular endothelium. This process occurs largely in the lungs, however, can occur in other places such as the heart, brain, and vasculature. Once angiotensin 2 is released, it can then travel in the blood to act on various portions of the body. Its effects are as follows. Angiotensin 2 is a vasoconstrictor. That means that it has the capability to cause constriction of blood vessels. This in turn increases blood pressure. Angiotensin 2 also works within the kidneys themselves to constrict arterioles. It has a greater effect on the efferent arteriole than the afferent arteriole. This allows the glomerular pressure to increase while keeping the glomerular filtration rate maintained. This is an important aspect as to how the kidneys worked, and if you haven't gone over that yet, I will be making another video that talks about this in more detail. Angiotensin 2 also promotes sodium reabsorption. If sodium is reabsorbed, water is going to follow, and that's going to increase blood volume and then eventually increase blood pressure. Angiotensin 2 also causes the release of aldosterone. Aldosterone is released by the adrenal cortex and also works to increase water retention as well as increasing blood volume. When aldosterone is released, it works on the distal convoluted tubules within the kidneys, causing that portion of the kidney to reabsorb more sodium, and once sodium is reabsorbed, then water can follow. Angiotensin 2 also causes the release of antidiuretic hormone, also known as vasopressin. Antidiuretic hormone is actually made in the hypothalamus and released from the posterior pituitary gland. This hormone acts to reabsorb water within the collecting ducts by creating pores within them to allow the collecting ducts to be more permeable. This also increases water absorption from the kidneys, and then that goes into the blood, and that is also going to increase blood volume as well. Together, all these things are going to act directly to increase the blood pressure within the body. So the signal to cause the release of renin were decrease of blood pressure, and now all of these things are going to work together to increase blood pressure. Once blood pressure is increased back to normal, the juxtaglomerular cells within the kidneys are going to realize that this is back to normal and renin will stop being secreted. Once renin is not secreted anymore, this whole system shuts down until it is needed again. This is just one of the many examples in the body of how negative feedback works to maintain homeostasis within the body. I do hope this video helped you to understand how the renin, angiotensin, aldosterone system works. If you have any questions or comments, please make sure to leave them below. Thank you.